out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll hand it off. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind them, picks up some positive yards.
First down and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, we're going to throw it, and he lofts it deep over the middle. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. We're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. It's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
So the ball changes hands, and the offense finds itself backed up inside their own 10. Motion now from the tight end. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. They get him down. The gain is to about the 12.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Here's the second down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. They'll test the right side here. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. The Wolverines pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Nice first down run here by this running back. And these are the kind of situations on third and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice first down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence that you can wear that defense down psychologically.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion makes it second and medium. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. It'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10. A handoff to the back, fighting him off.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. In the clear at the 25. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it near the end zone. He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
This Kentucky offense is quickly moving down the field. Direct snap to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Handoff from the shotgun. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He makes the grab. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening down. Another first down.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
The Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. Linebacker shifting around now. Running back grabs it on a screen. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Michigan. Strong game by this quarterback.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. Bringing it out, it's Hicks. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? Oh, that one's picked off. Can he take it all the way? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
The offense starts with excellent field position. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Can he make it to the marker? He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. This one will be fair caught. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally. They can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Let's see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught near the goal line, and he will score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Automatic in the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. First down, looking to throw the football. The pass rush closing in. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So it's second down and long here from the 13. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Takes him about 3 yards there, but it's going to be fourth down. The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. The Wolverines will have to kick this away. And this drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's taken right on the midfield logo. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? He's moving out of the pocket now. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Throws it to the right. And it's complete downfield. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
I love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Looking to the end zone. He's picked for a third time tonight. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
All right, so it's first and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The linebacker shifting around now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Short pass finds the tight end. Tackled at the 35, good enough for a first down.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? They're going to run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Gets rid of it on the move. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And the Wolverines line up on 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down here for this offense. They're going to run it. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Ball handed off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situations, much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. On the run here, lets it go. Misses the receiver, incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The Wolverines will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
That's good for a first down near the 40.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And in first down, they go right back to him. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fist. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Testing the right side here. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. No huddle now for the offense. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. He's escaping the pocket now. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. That's a big gain deep into enemy territory. Ball down near the 30.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
This Kentucky offense is quickly moving down the field. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the runner takes off to his right. Looks like Kentucky will have the first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Will he score here? Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Defense stuffing the runner. Ball still spotted at the 2-yard line.
But the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Second down and goal. We go with a direct snap. Touchdown, Kentucky. That puts them on top in the second half.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
No problem with the BAT right down the middle. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Handoff here from the shotgun. Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Here's the handoff. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Great chance for the offense to tie the game. 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. They'll try a pass here. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Dives to make the grab for a huge gain.
So impressed here, Chris, with this effort by the receiver. This ball is thrown way downfield and actually thrown beyond him. I thought it was too far. This guy somehow lays out and comes down with a huge completion.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. They'll try the right here. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
He shreds the tackle. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down play coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Here we go now. A crucial play for both sides. They'll set up at 3rd and 4. They'll run it to the right side. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Rolling the dice a bit, up one possession and going for it on 4th down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. He didn't make it. Stopped short. That is a crucial turnover on downs here in this tight football game.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down after a short gain there. 2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Just trying to get rid of it. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Can the quarterback come through under pressure, down a score late here in the 4th? Receiver makes the catch. They moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's a short completion of the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his 2nd catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
3rd and short now for the offense from the plus 25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? And it's caught. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. And he'll set up to throw. Trying to extend the play. Oh, look out. The football is free.
Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Oh, just a costly turnover here for this offense. Last thing they wanted to see is put this ball on the ground, and really any chance of getting back into this game is lost.
Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They have the lead, still a one-possession game thanks to the defense. They love to work the clock, but they can't throttle back here. They tackle him about the 14.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration.
It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.